Greetings, friends. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. Today, I am, well, as you can see from the stack of drawers back there, I'm going to be organizing that area right there, clearing out the bins that I have that need to go in there, cleaning out the drawers that are existing there, and just reorganizing it. I don't like those, see those colored little bead boxes? They look kind of, I don't know, junky. I like the colors of them, but I just don't like the way they look down there. So I'm going to stack them in a drawer, and then that will leave space for more things to go into another drawer. So there will be two down there. I'm probably going to move the brown ones somewhere down, maybe, and use one of them somewhere else in my space. But yeah, I just, I'm liking how this looks, just don't like those really colorful little boxes. It was my previous aesthetic when I acted like I was 16 all the time. And I still love bright colors. I still love colors in general, but I just want my space to look more cohesive and like grown up, I guess. I have been gearing up my other channel, and it will drop, let me see, before or after this video? After. So it'll already be up and running by the time this video posts. I got stuff scheduled all the way into February, or I will by the time it starts. There will be a few like previous videos from what I recorded last year in September and October-ish. So that will be interesting to, it's interesting for me, like editing them, because I've changed so much just from that year. It's kind of crazy. Watching myself, you know, I still had black shirts, which I don't really have in my wardrobe anymore, because that's what I was wearing then. It's actually, the videos that I've been editing were exactly 1 month before I joined my church when I got baptized. They were recorded on September 24th of 2021, and I was baptized October 24th of 2021, and that is just crazy to me. Just the difference that the year made, and now watching them and the things that I was talking about, I can see the progression of how I got to where I am right now. It's really interesting, and I love watching it. And I don't want to delete them or hide them, because that's who I was. And, you know, we grow and we change. And a lot of the aesthetic of my channel will still be the same. There's just little tweaks that I have done. If you notice, I'm wearing my crystals. I haven't for a while, and I'm actually going to talk about that on that channel. I've noticed that some Christian faiths believe that crystals are evil, and I personally don't, and my church doesn't. But I also stopped wearing them for a while to make sure that I was using them not as a replacement for God in my life, but as an amplifier for God in my life, and just as pretty, you know, decor, I guess. Neck decor. And plus, I have no intention of ever giving up my crystals, so it's been interesting doing all of this editing and just seeing the changes that I've made. If you're interested, you can watch it. I'll put a link to that channel in the description, and you can go see how far I've come. It's so interesting, and yeah, that channel will be really dedicated to my journey, my spiritual growth, and you know, healing and things like that. So it's a lot different from this channel, but in the same vein, I am using this channel now to heal and declutter not only my space, but my mind, my heart. So let's get on with the show and get this mess cleaned up. So I will be using this area right here as a backdrop for most of my videos for that channel, and I would like it to look like a bomb had not gone off on it. So I am once again going to just record and do the things, and then I'll voice over whatever I want to talk about so that the video is short. Let me know if you're liking the shorter format. So far, all of my videos have been under 30 minutes. So let me know, what do you think? Do you like that better than the old ones, which were like an hour? Almost. Most of them were almost an hour. Some of them were over an hour. I can't help it. I was learning. And I try not to hide my journey from, you know, learning. I learned to turn my camera so that it fills the screen instead of being a little line. Some of my old videos on my new channel are filmed that way, and I just learned to put a nice picture in the background, so it is what it is. Anyway, let's get to doing this before I ramble on forever and try to stall. Alright, here we go. You are gonna see a lot of my oddball hoarded things. All of those are like ornaments from Dollar Tree. These are all like chains and stuff, beads, all kinds of things. That is actually a dried pitcher plant. Oh, the things I keep. These are all rhinestones. Things that I picked up when they were on a big discount at Joann's. I'm a sucker for that stuff. All that stuff needs to go. These things that I'm showing you need to go in my junk journal drawer. Those are all little bottles from ginseng. I thought the bottles were cute. I have no idea what this is at all. I don't know where it came from. I don't know why I have it. The more little beads and little trinkets. Those are doll hand barrettes I made. Yes, I made them, and yes, I used to wear them. I'll probably stick them on my Depop shop. It's my favorite Ipsy bag. It just has some jewelry in it. I love the bag itself. It's got like constellations on it. More stuff for my business, and needles, and more beads, and more beads, and more beads, and more beads. Those are all like little projects that I have put together that clearly I have not finished. Those were my little resin projects that I never did anything with. All things that more resin stuff. I need to either use it or get rid of it. I just dropped all of those. The lid popped off and a bunch of them fell out. I will find more of them as the night goes on. They will be the gift that keeps on giving. Those are stones that I reserved for making myself things. Whether or not I ever will, who the heck knows. More beads. Don't know what those are. I got them from somewhere. I made that. It is cute. More needles. Those are what I was looking for when I was making that, the cranberry thing. This is an interesting crystal. It's bismuth. And it's actually made out of the stuff that's in Pepto-Bismol, if you can believe it. And that is Carter's little baby sock when he was a baby. I have so much tape, and I still have a drawer full of tape, so I just need to set that aside and remember where it is. This is, I don't know why this embroidery floss is in here at all. Don't remember. And this is a tiny bitty little cameo. And I don't remember where I got it or why I have it in that little bag with the embroidery floss. I assumed that I was going to make a necklace of sorts, maybe like a knotted necklace. I don't know. These all things need to go in my junk journal drawer. Zip ties. And more beads. Another drawer emptied. And then I bring up the old box from my other desk, and those are all beads that can go in the same container, or in the same box together. I'm going to transfer these over. I thought the lids might fit, but alas, they did not. I thought I was being slick. But, yeah, those are all stone beads that I got from Amazon. And I love them, but I have no reason to keep them on my desk. They are just in my way, and those are really old charms. Now I'm going to call myself smart and put all of these beads into that little container. And I managed to do it without spilling any of them. I, of course, have to go in and get all of them out. Every single one of them has to go into the little container. There's one hiding behind the flap. Got them all. So now that whole box is full of beads and crystal projects. And it looks a lot better than having them stacked all over my desk in the hopes that I would someday get to them. And I'm not. I'll get to them, but not anytime soon. And just having them sitting there, it's kind of like keeping a pair of jeans that you know doesn't fit you, hasn't fit you for years, and probably will never fit you again. It's just frustrating, and it is stressful. Isn't he cute? I love this calendar because I have such cute animals, so I'm going to put it in my junk drawer and use it for junk journaling, my junk journal drawer. Those are my wax melt collection that I have maybe burned one or two of and never again, because I like the way they smell. One of them smells like Play-Doh, and it makes me happy. I have a whole ton of holographic nail polish and trash and all kinds of other things. That belongs in my bathroom. I don't know why I am the way I am. Those are from Yvonne Williams, from her little kits. A Christina Aguilera button. Don't ask me why. I don't even know where it came from. That's another crystal that I wrapped, and I don't know why it's in there. Labradorite little tin thing. And skeleton hands. Oh, I love that spider button. I end up putting it on my crystal rack. Most of the stuff in there is paints, and I'm going to actually put them in a drawer on my shelf. They don't need to be on my desk because they're not easy to get to. That is a music box. I'll go in and kind of play it. It was supposed to be Hedwig's theme, and it is not. I think it's like Handel or something. I don't 100% recognize it, but I do, if that makes any sense. But it was not Hedwig's theme, that's for sure. So now I'm going through the stuff that I pulled off of this desk and trying to fit it into this space. I put that little clear tray in there. I do like it better in there than I do out on my desk because it kind of organizes things, but I don't have to look at it because it's not very attractive. I mean, maybe if I had makeup in it, but I don't, so it's just like messing up my desk. Putting more beads in there. Gonna put that little guy in the side because it's too tall to go on the shelf. More stones, crystals. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this. So I am just trying to make all of this stuff fit. And trying to decide what to put and where. There's still a bunch of, oh, that's a time link crystal. Trying to show you the time link. I don't know if it actually, you can actually see it. I'm just putting all of those little crystals and things that I was working on in that drawer so they're not hanging around all over the place. Again, this is the same situation where I have a bunch of things that I sit on my desk to harass me because I'm not working on them. And it just doesn't feel good. So it's time to put them in a place where they're not going to constantly harass and bother me. There's a bunch of like jewelry and stuff in there. Like real jewelry, like gold and silver jewelry. Yeah, that I just have laying around all over the place. So that's how I roll. Trying to decide what to do next and where to put things. This little brown bin, I'm just putting some like stones and stuff in. Because I can't really think of anything else. Those all go in my junk journal. Oh goodness, why do I have so much stuff? And the bad thing is I've already pared down a lot of it. So it's all stuff that I really keep, but I just need a place to put it. I have decided that I'm going to, if I don't list things, I'm going to get rid of them because I'm tired of the stress of my, them all just sitting here. But I think for this Christmas, this coming Christmas, I'm going to make my friends things with all of the stuff that I have to make things out of, like candles, and put candles in like vintage cups or, things like that. I think it'd be nice. So now I'm going to try to get these little, they're just a bunch of beads, and I thought, oh yes, they all fit that way. Yay, they all fit that way. More stuff hiding, but they won't go under. They're too tall. So now I'm like, oh man, what do I do? So I managed to get most of them in that bin, all but one, you see. That's fine. I just put my UV resin in the front. So that cleared that out. And then I managed the rest off camera. Alright, I've pretty much finished. I didn't show you me like putting away little things. I have another little bit of stuff that needs to go in my shelf area over here, but not too much. I actually got a lot of things put away, considering I emptied a lot of things from in here before I put stuff away, as you saw. But I have it more, I think, cohesive with what's going on over here, because this is like my jewelry making stuff. So it's mostly my stones and crystals and beads and jewelry making things over here. I think it looks a lot better without all those colors. They didn't quite go in the way that I wanted them to, unfortunately, but I don't use them that often, so I don't think it'll be that big a deal. But it is essentially done. I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. Let me move and you'll see the whole thing. It's clean. It didn't take an insanely long amount of time. Now I just have a little bit of stuff left to maneuver around and put places where it belongs, or at least not put it in the places that it absolutely doesn't belong. Frodo has stolen my chair, that's why I'm standing. I like it. I like it a lot better than it was. I think it looks more professional. I painted that little home sign last year. It looks natural, but if you look close, you can see that I taped off like a portion, and then I put gold and holographic glitter on it. So it's very subtle, and then I put red and holographic glitter on this side. It's pretty subtle, but I like it because I didn't want to take away the natural wood look, and I just like it sitting here. So I was putting it on my front door, like in between holidays, but now I've got a lot more stuff that goes on the door for, you know, the times that aren't a specific holiday, like spring and things like that. So I don't need it to go on my door, so now it can just sit right there. Anyway, that's that. The space is almost complete. It's a lot better than it was, and it's not making me crazy as much as it was. And once I get the whole thing finally completed, I'll show you what we've got going on. I think we'll next revisit this space over here and try to get a few more things organized on this side, because I think all but underneath this desk, the top is good to go. And I mentioned in my last Wednesday video that I would show you anything that I did to my journal. Or why do I keep wanting to call it a journal? It's not. It's a planner. I haven't gotten too far. I added the tab there for January. I added a few things that I needed to do, and I finished filling out this February part, because there's like a partial week of February in there, and I filled out the little stuffs on the top. So now I just need to go through and like plan stuff, because that's what a planner's for, planning stuff. I have my no spend dates, which will be 10th, 18th, and 26th. I think this video will be out before the 10th. I think. Don't quote me on it. I know it will be out before the 18th, so yeah. Let's see how we do. I have high hopes. High hopes. And I won't even be spending groceries. The only thing that will possibly spend on the days that I'm no spend are anything that's auto pay, but those are bills that are already scheduled to be paid on those days. I think I have a few on the 18th. I don't think I have any on the 10th. So I'm not truly counting those as, I'm not counting the auto pay stuff as violating the no spend, because I've already budgeted out all of my bills and they are ready to go. This will be extra money. Like, all of my bills go into separate accounts and they get paid automatically, and I never touch that money. So this is my own personal spending money that the no spend challenge will be about. So I don't really count bills that are already, budgeted for. This is like frivolous kind of things. Even groceries. I won't do grocery shopping on those days. So I'll just have to deal with what I already have. Anyway, I will see you later. Peace out, and remember that the world is full of amazing, kind, and beautiful people. And if you're not able to find one, you have an opportunity to be one. Bye.